What is a fraction? A fraction is a way to show parts of a whole. It has two parts, the top number, numerator, and the bottom number, denominator. Numerator, top number, shows how many parts we have. Denominator, bottom number, shows the total number of equal parts that make up the whole. Example, in the fraction 3/4. 3 is the numerator, we have 3 parts. 4 is the denominator, the whole is divided into 4 equal parts. Picture example, a circle or a pizza divided into 4 equal slices and shade in 3 of them to represent 3, 4. Understanding the size of fractions. To compare fractions, kids need to understand how the size of fractions changes based on the numerator and denominator. When the denominator is the same, a larger numerator means a larger fraction. When the numerator is the same, a smaller denominator means a larger fraction, because each part is bigger. Example for same denominator. Compare 2, 5 and 4, 5. Since both have the denominator 5, look at the numerators. 4 is bigger than 2, so 4, 5 is larger. Picture example, comparing fractions with the same denominator. 3 identical shapes, e.g., circles or rectangles, each divided into 6 parts, and shade the parts according to each fraction. This helps kids see how 5, 6 has more shaded parts than 4, 6 or 1, 6. Comparing fractions with the same denominator. When fractions have the same denominator, you can easily compare them by looking at the numerators. Example, compare 1, 6, 4, 6, and 5, 6. Since they all have the denominator 6, compare the numerators. 6, 5 is the largest, 6, 4 is in the middle, 6, 1 is the smallest. Picture example, comparing fractions with the same denominator. 3 identical shapes, e.g., circles or rectangles, each divided into 6 parts, and shade the parts according to each fraction. This helps kids see how 5, 6 has more shaded parts than 4, 6 or 1, 6. Comparing fractions with different denominators. When fractions have different denominators, it helps to find a common denominator, or use visuals to compare. Example, compare 1, 2 and 3, 4. Convert 1, 2 to 2, 4 so both have the denominator 4. Now you can compare 2, 4 and 3, 4. Since 3 is more than 2, 3, 4 is larger. Picture example, comparing fractions with different denominators. Draw 2 identical circles, one divided into 2 parts and shaded to show 1, 2, and the other divided into 4 parts with 3 shaded to show 3, 4. Kids will see that 3, 4 covers more space. Using visuals to compare fractions directly. Visual aids are helpful for comparing fractions with different denominators, especially for young kids who may find common denominators tricky. Example, compare 2, 3 and 3, 4. Draw 2 same-sized rectangles or circles, one divided into 3 parts, shade 2 parts for 2, 3, and the other into 4 parts, shade 3 parts for 3, 4. The shaded sections will show that 3, 4 is slightly larger than 2, 3. Introducing the greater than and less than symbols. Once kids understand which fraction is larger, introduce the greater than, and less than symbols. Greater than means bigger. Less than means smaller. Example, in the fraction 3/4. 3 is the numerator, we have 3 parts. 4 is the denominator, the whole is divided into 4 equal parts. Picture example, comparing fractions with different denominators. Draw 2 fractions as bars or circles and show that 3, 4 has more shaded parts than 2, 3.